case was the mother and the complaining witness. They were both self-admitted liars.
This man is going to be humiliated beyond belief.
Yeah.
He will not believe it. He will not believe what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Beyond his worst nightmares. Sell one more record. If I go through with this, I win big time. I will get everything I want. There will be the story forever.
There have been many disgusting statements made recently concerning allegations of improper conduct on my part. These statements about me are totally false. As I have maintained from the very beginning, I am hoping for a speedy end to this horrifying experience to which at every opportunity the media has dissected and manipulated these allegations to reach their own conclusions. I ask all of you to wait and hear the truth before you label or condemn me. Don't treat me like a criminal, because I am innocent. I have been forced to submit to a dehumanizing and humiliating examination by the Santa Barbara County Sheriff Department and the Los Angeles Police Department earlier this week. They served a search warrant on me which allowed them to view and photograph my body, including my penis, my buttocks, my lower torso, thighs, and any other area that they wanted. The warrant further stated that I had no right to refuse the examination or photographs, and if I failed to cooperate with them, they would introduce that refusal at any trial as an indication of my guilt. It was the most humiliating ordeal of my life, one that no person should ever have to suffer. And even after experiencing the indignity of this search, the parties involved were still not satisfied and wanted to take even more pictures. It was a nightmare, a horrifying nightmare. But if this is what I have to endure to prove my innocence, my complete innocence, so be it.
Wait, you know how Bashir zoomed in on him holding hands? Do that the same thing. Because that's what a mother does with a son, or a father does with a son, you know? And they try to make it out to be something wrong and dirty.
This was a trial that, in essence, was a life and death situation for Michael Jackson, something from which he may never have recovered. And in fact, let's face it, he didn't recover.
And Gavin was the one that asked him, "Could I call you Daddy?" And Michael said, "Of course." And so, through him, it sparked Star and Davelin calling him Daddy Michael. Very innocent and beautiful relationship. My brother was to the point where he couldn't even move. He couldn't even talk. And he gave my little brother so much.
Your son could face 20 years in prison.
Yes, he could.
How tough is that for you as a mother to think about that?
Well, it's hard for me to think about it because I know he haven't done anything. He don't deserve to go to prison because he haven't.
How sure are you that your son is not a child molester?
100% sure.
No doubt in your mind?
No doubt in my mind.
And why do you believe that?
I believe that for one reason. I know his character. I raised my son. And I raised him well. Just because he loved children, that don't mean you don't molest anything that you love. He's my son and I love him.
And witness after witness, I was more convinced of the innocence because of the motivations of financial gain and revenge. It was just
nothing that convinced me to say guilty ever throughout the whole trial.
Has wasted, he has squandered the money of the people. How many real criminals have gotten off during the time that he has been after Michael Jackson and this witch? How many violent felons have gotten off?
If I would hurt a child, I would slit my wrist. I would never hurt a child. This is totally false. I was outraged. I've helped many, many, many children, thousands of children. Cancer kids, leukemia kids. This is one of many.
Do you still think that it's acceptable to share your bed with children?
Of course. Of course, why not? If you're going to be a pedophile, if you're going to be Jack the Ripper, if you're going to be a murderer, it's not a good idea. That I'm not.
Well, I think in 1993 nobody knew anything about vitiligo, and the controversy was Michael Jackson kept getting whiter and whiter and whiter and whiter, and nobody understood why.
I have a skin disorder that destroys the pigmentation of the skin. It's something that I cannot help, okay? But when people make up stories that I don't want to be who I am, it hurts me.
You are not taking anything to change the color of your skin?
Oh, God, no.
You did not purposely?
We're trying to control it, and using makeup evens it out because it makes blotches on the skin, and I have to even out my skin.